Hi, and thanks for joining. I'd like to do a quick demo for you today. This request came in from a customer who wanted to be able to automatically rotate their PSK passwords in a Meraki network. And when they did that, they wanted to generate a QR code that they could send off to their users so they could automatically log back in. Let's take a look at how we solved that problem. So what is this demo going to focus on? It's going to have our poor admin who has an organization with wireless networks and very impatient users. And what he's going to do is use AI Assist to drive workflow automation to automatically change his PSK passwords. Now, when this went into production, he would probably attach this to Workflow Scheduler, so this is done automatically for him every recommended interval. But for this demo, we'll have him drive it directly himself. And that'll generate a new password, and with that new password, he'll push that out to the wireless networks and generate a QR code that represents that new PSK password and notify his users of the event so that they can easily just log in and not call them to yell at the poor person. So let's get in and run that in AI and see what that looks like. We're in the AI Assist now, so let's give the AI Assist a prompt. And the prompt's asking, can we run automation to do PSK rotation with a QR code generation? Now, for those of you who may not be familiar, the way Workflows, which is part of the Meraki dashboard, speaks to AI Assistant is through an MCP server. And through that means it's found a workflow for us. And the workflow here generates a new password, generates a QR code, modifies the wireless PSK passwords for that network, and generates a notification. Perfect. Sounds like exactly what we want. Let's ask for that. Now it's going to automatically pick up what the inputs are from our workflow. And I filled these out just to speed up time for us. We're going to do the Meraki Hotel Network, has a wireless network called Cohane ABC in the organization workflows, BXB workflows. Let's run that. Trust but verify everything with AI. That's not a bad idea. So now it's going to go ahead, take those inputs, and it's going to run the workflow automation. And it's doing that in the background real time. What it will take back to us is the output of the workflow. And then what this workflow will do is it's going to generate an email to me that I can go and check. So it's already finished, and it tells us exactly what it did. It tells us all the Meraki steps that were done. And then it summarizes that basically things look good. And if we want to now, we can go over and check out our mail to see what we received. So we're in my mail application. I can see I've already received an alert that the Meraki network has had changes. And if we look over at our new mail that came in, here's our Cisco Workflows automated notification with our QR code that you could scan. And as you scan that, it will automatically join the wireless network. All right, pretty cool. The last thing we're going to take a look at is how the workflow was created. So we have a workflow that's going to generate a new unique PSK password. It's very simple. We actually implement a little bit of Python for that to make that happen. Just a couple of lines, pretty straightforward. We are then going to do some operations to create the QR code. And when we do that, we're going to be storing it internally. And we're going to store it internally with an atomic for that so that we can attach it as a mail attachment later when we do our notification. Then we come through and we have all our built-in atomics to modify the Meraki wireless network. And you can see here, proper design with workflows. It's doing operations, and then it's checking the logic to make sure operations were handled properly. If they weren't, we have error handling. So that's what this whole section is going to do. And then finally, in the last section, we are going to do our email notification and send that QR code that we generated out to the users via an email. So all those operations handled in a pretty straightforward workflow. We're going to make this workflow available. We'll probably clean it up a bit more and put it up on the Exchange so anybody can download and use it as they see appropriate. Okay, quick demo to show you workflow automation to rotate PSK passwords automatically, generate a QR code for notification to the users. Hope you found it interesting and informative, and we'll see you in the near future.